Hello. All right, so I've decided to do, excuse myself here, but I decided to do an outside video. It is Sunday, so we're switching it up a bit though. It's not a cooking video. So as usual, please comment, like, share the vibes. All right, so what I'm doing today is just like some makeup. Usually I do basic makeup, which is like natural, neutral, nude colors. However, I don't have my typical makeup bag. I'm staying at my parents', so my stepmom told me that I had left some things, and so she's like, you have a lot of makeup here, but it turns out actually it's like my older sister's older stuff that we just had stored here. This is my typical brown, I use it for my brows, lip liner. However, it is an auto eyeliner. It's a light brown, and like I said, it's like for multi-purposes for me. It's just like a good color that goes with everything. So as I mentioned, I'm outside. My skin also shows that. There's a bunch of bumps that I have. And I haven't been wearing makeup for a few months now, like probably 2 months. So I think my skin is just reacting to the sun. I love sitting in the heat and the hot sun. However, my skin is just not used to that. I have very sensitive skin, so typically like those hypoallergenic products would be good for me, or you know, like light products. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and dig into, this is what the bag looks like, but there's just a ton of different things. This here is hand sanitizer. So, you know, there's just everything I need in one bag. It's like an all-purpose bag. We'll start with that. We have like a few different palettes. We have the Naked Urban Decay 2 and the nude one as well. And those are nice colors for me. Like I said, typically they're nudes, which is looking like my brand. Just something for me to dabble in and play with. Like, who doesn't like colors? There's Sassy, Stubborn, Selfish, Sophisticated, Sexy, Serious. Those are the colors. We have even a mermaid brush, you know, so a lot of things that are just good to play with. This is super soft. I have a few different bangles that I thought might go with different outfits that I have. So I'm just gonna kind of test everything out, so that when I'm looking to do my makeup for something specific, I can just do it like quicker than normal. It looks like she went through and like she has a ton of different jewelry, so I just went and sorted them out into ones that I wanted and liked, and ones that I didn't want, I just kind of left them. But little butterfly clips, I mean, I've done my hair, but it looks usual, like there's nothing new about it. But these clips would be good for like pretty much anything. We have a whole necklace that we could put together with an outfit I'm sure that I have somewhere. A few different bangles. We've got a nice ring that I could just put together with something else. A new set of bangles as well. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna just go in. We have a few different lotions, foot creams. There's like literally everything in here. We have some Sephora blush. We have Fit Me, concealer, foundation, and a few different lippies that I wanted to try. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and try these out, show you guys what I'm dealing with here. like I said, I haven't done my makeup in a very long time, but it's something that obviously helps me as a girl to feel more ladylike and more put together, but that's obviously not the case for everybody. This is what the bag looks like. And I've gotten like just a scarf that it's like that's why I'm wearing this top that I'm wearing. Not that it yeah, not that I don't wear this regularly, but this is a scarf. I believe it's from Ethiopia. But I use it for all purposes, just like this headscarf. I want to show you guys, it's on my purse, but I take it everywhere so that I can keep my hair laid. And it is a headscarf that my stepmom gave me from her mother, I believe. So this is how I'd wear it. This is just random stuff for women who are intrigued by different things, I suppose. But I would put this over my... I'm making a video for YouTube. This is how I would wear it, sometimes to bed, but this is one way to wear it. Like I said, I just want to show you guys different ways of how I keep my scarves. But this one here is a longer one. So I've had it for many years, and I like wearing it mostly like a skirt or like a... sometimes just like a shawl, but to the beach over my bathing suit I wore the other day. But I can also make it into a shirt as well, like a top, a summer top. So I'll show you guys that afterwards. But yeah, these are just things that I find intriguing. So as mentioned before, I like to keep this on hand, so I just tie it on my purse as if it was a piece of accessory. And but it also is convenient for me to have to keep my hair laid, because it does tend to get frizzy if I don't keep gel in it, and sometimes the gel is just too much. But yeah, this is how I would carry it on my bag, with the scarf. And like I said, I'm just gonna go in and do my makeup just to see what the colors are like. This might not be how I would do my makeup on a day-to-day basis, but this is just what I have for now, so I want to see what I could work with. I always do my brows with this one here, but we do have a little gel mascara brow in this bag, so it's kind of hard to see with the lighting that I'm in. But this usually fills out my brows the way I would like it, not too dark, but also filled out. And as mentioned before, I would use it as a lip liner as well. So let's see what we have in here. So we've got pretty well everything we need. I like wearing eyelashes because, you know, the adhesive ones, because I can take them off at the end of the night when I'm done or whatever, like during the day. I've never had the extension lashes, however I have paid to have them done, but they kind of like scare me once they get my eyes and things like that. So I typically just resort to false lashes, but I do have a little bit of mascara, which you won't be able to tell with my eyelashes, and especially in this lighting. But we do have a Make Me Brow essence, so I'd go in with this here just to brush and groom my eyebrows. I like wearing concealer as a day-to-day like makeup, because it tends to hide, like I said, like my bumps, like my shadowed lip, and under my eyes are usually pretty dark, but I have been getting rest, so they're not as bad as usual. You could see the bumps I have on my face, including the scars from prior bumps and some freckles, like I said, from being in the sun. But we're just gonna see what we have here to work with. This is a Fit Me Maybelline Shine Force foundation. I don't have my foundation or concealer that I would use, so I kind of want to see what these colors come to on my skin and what the combination is like. So let's see here. Oh, this one's pretty dark. So I would use this as a contour. And usually I use my fingers rather than brushes, which, like, it all depends on the time and place and everything, but you can definitely tell the difference with brushes and just using your fingers and whatnot to rub it in the skin. I find anyway, it has to do with elements, right? So sometimes it gets a little bit more greasy with one or the other. But it all depends on the person, obviously, and their skin. Like I said, I have sensitive skin, so usually you can tell when I put anything on my skin or on my face. So yeah, these colors are just a little bit darker, so I would use them as contour and use a concealer. And I've darkened up just a little bit, but I still plan on sitting in the sun while we're in the summer season. We only have like a month and a week left, roughly, so we'll see how much darker I get, but I might still break out, unfortunately. Yeah, this is a foundation. I don't know how let's see. I'm kind of just like testing out, like I said, the colors to see what I can do when I actually go to do my makeup. You can actually use shadows, like the eyeshadow, for either blush, lips. You can, you know, kind of blend it with a wand, one of the mascara wands that are clear, and you just go in and mix it, and that'll be the color you want for your, like, your lipstick, or like I said, a blush, because you can't necessarily have every single color, but you can always make a palette work the way that you want it. Like I said, you could use a brush, your fingers. I'm gonna go and use my fingers because it always just like is better for me. This is a Sephora blush. It looks pretty light, so there's not too much color to it, and like I said, I tanned a little bit, so there doesn't seem to be much color on that. So that's when I would go in with my palette, which is really convenient to have, and choose from the colors that I do have and just mix what I can, because I'm not always gonna have my makeup bag, but like I typically travel with it, like even if I'm going on the plane. But they tend to take some stuff out if it's liquid, right? So sometimes you just like don't have everything that you typically would have to do your makeup. This does have a mirror, so I'm just gonna go ahead and test out these colors here. I love my good old Vaseline. I would go in first with that because I do tend to have dry lips, like one way or the other, so I like keeping them hydrated with gloss usually, but Vaseline is my go-to. That's also very convenient to have, and it's all-purpose. I use it in my hair, I use it on my skin if needed be, and first things first, my lips. So while that is marinating, I'm gonna try a few of these colors that we have. So they're labeled, like I said, this is a nude. There's sassy, stubborn, selfish, sophisticated, sexy, serious, sleek, silly, seductive, sultry, Standoffish, and Snobby. Alright, so I like the Snobby one. This is the one I would usually go to. It looks like a highlights. That's also something you could use as well. Let's test it out for a highlight because that's something that I would usually use on the regular. I also like putting highlight on the tip of my nose and my brow line. It's hard to see. I'm sorry you guys cannot even see the colors that I'm trying, but there's the highlight. You can kind of see that. And I'm gonna try some eyeshadows. Alrighty. Oh, that's better. Okay, so we can see a little bit better here. I'm sorry, that's like 15 minutes into the video, but that's the best I could do for you guys right now. So this also seems like a color that could help cover my blemishes, as I've mentioned, being tan. Okay. I would go in with a little bit of a lighter concealer. I usually use one of the cheap ones like e.l.f. Because they match my skin tone, and it's just that way a good go-to. And I just, like I said, put it under my eyes to hide my bags and just any blemishes that I have on my face and the shadow I have on my upper lip. So let's see how this does for now, as it's what we've got. And you can't be picky when you don't have what you actually want. So I mean, my blemishes are obviously still there, so I would need something else for that. But let me go ahead and test these out. So we're gonna do the underbrow to highlight. I got my eyebrows threaded actually like maybe a few weeks ago now, so I just upkeep with tweezers so that I don't have to go back in every week. I also have ingrown hairs there, so those are also hard for the ladies to get at the salon, so we're gonna stick with the basic stuff. I love this like champagne pink looking one that's called Standoffish. Okay, I go in and like I said, I find that there's a difference using a brush compared to your fingers or your hands, because it tends to be a matte with the brushes, whereas it's like skin on skin with your fingers, and it just blends better and quicker for me. We're gonna go in with the Sultry and Seductive and do a sort of like a shade over in the crease. I like doing that as well. It's almost like a smoky eye, but not exactly, because my whole eye isn't dark. Those colors are also not very dark, so we're gonna go in and use the Silly one. Has a little bit of sparkle to it, and we're going into the crease, drag it out a little bit, so that it widens your eye shape. Okay. Okay, so we're 20 minutes into the video now, and hopefully you guys could see it because 15 minutes into it, it was pretty dark. But like I said, I'm working with what I have, so no, I don't have a stand for it, and you know, all that jazz. So okay, as you can see, the crease is there with the darker shades. I would then go in with my mascara. I'm obsessed with different mascaras. I love, if anything, my lashes done. So this is not typically one I would use, but it's what I have for now. So I also did get my eyelashes tinted a little while ago now, a few weeks I would say maybe, and you can't really tell the difference, but I'm still happy I got it done because now I know kind of what it looks like, and I would maybe get it done again, excuse me, just to see if there is a difference. I like pounding on the mascara. I usually just do the top lashes. That's why I like just having false lashes on when I do my makeup, because it just makes it that much more dramatic, which is typically the look I'm going for within my eyes anyway. Anytime I do my makeup, I would like my eyes to look bigger than they are and to look you know, more seductive, I suppose. Like, I want people to notice my eyes, if anything. So I guess that's why I go to do that every time I do my makeup. So as mentioned, I just waited for the Vaseline there to marinate, get all glossy. I'm gonna go in with my liner and try some of these lippies that we have. And you just go in and outline and it always gives that dramatic look. Like I said, if I'm doing my makeup, I suppose whether that's natural and basic or not, I would like for certain things to pop, which are my cheekbones, my eyes to look much bigger than they usually are, and my lips to look plump and delicious. So there are a few different ones here. She has like a NARS pen. I'll just leave that because they do need sharpening, but believe it or not, I have one of those and more than likely fits all of what I need in here. Then we've got an Anastasia Beverly Hills one, like I said, a pencil one. We've got a NYX one I have as well, the same one somewhere, unless these are mine and I just don't remember. Some like peach shade, it looks like there's a tint to it. And we've got a red, which is also my ultimate favorite. Maybe not this specific shade, but we love a good red lippy. We've got, oh, we can't miss the Joe one. This is a matte one, so we'll just leave it. It also needs sharpening. There's a lot of treasures in here, you know. We've even got a tweezer, except like there's specific ones that I like. This doesn't look like one of those ones because it's bland, like not sharp enough. So let's see what we have here. We're gonna try out this Beverly Hills one. It's got like a shimmer to it. It's a really beautiful color, but I don't always wear lipstick, but when I do, it's pretty bold. All right, we're liking the looks of that. We're liking it. So like I said, I have my bag of jewelry. I'm probably gonna grab like a necklace from here and show you guys how I would wear my my scarf. All right, so I have just like a pair of black pants on, and you know, one of my Dollarama Skims tops that I like to wear, regardless of what it shows. So I would just tie this. Honestly, it doesn't always turn out the way that I want it to the first time, but that's why it's a scarf. Like, you can do it any way that you want. Okay, I'm just gonna move it around. And I love wearing bangles. I used to wear them all the time. However, I just haven't had them in my wardrobe. So this is one way to wear it. And since there's a lot here, I maybe just like wouldn't need so much jewelry, but there is a pretty necklace in here, one or two, that I would throw on just cause. Yeah, and that is a basic wear. Anyway, like I said, there's so many different ways to wear this scarf, but that was kind of like my point of the video, and just random makeup. All right, ciao.